Welcome to another video of Assassin's Creed 3. Okay, let's get out of this prison. Ooh, here, no, another stairs here. Uh-oh.
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know, beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to the cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
Maybe we'll go first.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
This is getting a little confused. How do I get out? In the court?
Up! Up with ya! I said get up! Walk!
Bye now.
Nice way to get in.
Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is gonna be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham sorted that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
That's enough! Keep moving!
What? I heard something. I knew.
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what it gets you. A pine box and little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintains a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
You go first.
Need to stop Hickey. Go! I've got to get away from here.
So you're running now, man.
Damn it.
Huh?
I thought
Told
I'd at least
you.
live to see another day.
That you will
Shame.
I want answers.
die
Why did
first.
Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, the big man, Haytham, they has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw him with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who, or how, or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool to give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
And you're that, and I'm not.
At ease, men! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.
Now let's go after the other one. Or once.
It's quite impressive what you've accomplished.
Is that a compliment?
Well, don't misconstrue. I'm sure the whole endeavor will end tragically. But to have come this far, well, it's more than I ever expected.
The people yearned for freedom but feared to grab hold of it. That fear is gone now.
Thanks to you,
No. This they did on their own.
you diminish your role. But you have always been of humble heart.
I do what is right. No more, no less.
You cannot tell him.
I have to. Otherwise, he will never be safe.
He is safer not knowing. By planting the seeds of doubt, you threaten to topple his entire endeavor. If Washington is paralyzed, Charles Lee will strike. You'll cause the very thing you aim to prevent. Hunt the Templars, as is your duty. But do not drag these men into it.
We must now all
he
hang
might
together.
be-
Yes,
might have
we
reason.
must indeed all hang together. Or most assuredly, we shall all hang separately.
You are once more our savior.
Ooh,
I must
New
speak with the
clues.
commander.
He's gone to try and hold New York. The British intend to take it. I fear we'll need to recall our men from Quebec as well. It's one thing to declare our independence. Now, my friend, we must make it so.
Sequence 8 completed. Okay.
Everything all right?
Back to
Sean
the
has
present.
located a second
Present.
power source. I've asked Rebecca to charter a flight for us. Where to?
Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, that was fast.
You there, Rebecca?
Bad reception. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, glad to see that's working. Guess I'll try you back when I'm topside.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Aquele cara tá maluco.
You copy now?
Loud and clear.
What's the plan?
According to our intel, the power source is being worn as a bracelet by some tycoon's trophy wife. We're working on pinpointing her location, but she's most likely inside a VIP booth on the stadium's upper level. I'll update you when I know more.
Now to find a ticket.
We don't have time to play nice. Steal someone else's.
Bit of a dick move, don't you think?
Well, I guess you could try and sneak past security instead.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Olha por onde anda! Alguém chama a segurança!
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. Your target is definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of the concourse.
That is the VIP area.
Look out!
Aquele cara tá maluco.
Alguém chama a segurança! Olha por onde anda!
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
Aquele cara tá maluco.
Security's headed towards you.
You think? Hey.
Alguém chama a segurança! Ei, olha por onde anda!
Come on.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful.
No, 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 no. Turn. Turn around.
Abstergo agents. Don't let them see you.
Você viu esse homem? Chame a segurança imediatamente se o vir.
Gonna get caught.
Your target's definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of this concourse.
Estamos procurando este homem.
VIP,
Verá o
okay.
suspeito. Fale com a gente imediatamente.
No, 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 no.
Great.
Hide.
Set up a checkpoint.
Why are you? No! No, you stupid! Why did you do that? Why he did that?
Hide! Hide!
When I want him to climb things, he never does.
Alguém chama a segurança!
When I start running, security.
That doesn't look like normal security.
Because it isn't. Those are Abstergo agents. Cross is probably here too. You need to be careful. definitely in the VIP area. The entrance is at the end of the hall. Exeter go 8. Don't let them see you. Don't let them see you.
Shut up.
Great. They've set up a checkpoint.
Again.
Security's headed towards you. Look for a way around it.
Seriously, what is the deal with stadiums and piss troughs? It's disgusting. And who thought they were a good idea?
Troughs are time and cost efficient.
I don't even see a stall in here. What if I have to take a dump?
Yeah, please just mute the microphone if you do.
VIP.
Looks like I'm close. Shit! Another checkpoint.
You're gonna have to find another way around. Security's too tight.
Se não me deixar entrar, vou perder o emprego.
Temos que verificar sua identidade.
Watch your back, they're onto you.
Como assim? Trabalho aqui há 15 anos e nunca vi nada como isso. Quem você pensa que são? Olha, aconteceu, só isso. A gente não queria que acontecesse. Só aconteceu. Sinto muito.
Sente muito? Ela é
Não,
minha irmã, cara! A porra da minha irmãzinha!
A gente se ama. Pronto, tá aí, tá dito. A gente se ama e já faz muito tempo.
Almost there, Desmond. She's just on the other side of the stadium.
Other side?
What are you doing, man? Oh no.
Don't let them see you.
He didn't saw me.
Almost there, Desmond. She's just on the other side of the stadium.
Other side?
I'm gonna get caught. No, I didn't. No wait.
Use the catwalks to get across.
Ei, olha por onde anda.
Use the what?
You should really get up on that catwalk before security.
Oh.
You're really close now.
Where do I need to
The power source should be in one of the rooms up here.
What?
Aquele cara tá maluco!
Oh.
Hey!
Hurry, Desmond. If he gets away with the artifact, we're screwed. You can't let that happen.
fast.
Alguém chama a segurança! Alguém chama a segurança! Move!
Why?
I fucked up. I fucked up.
No, this one. No, he's not
Better
there.
move. Okay, head for the metro. I'll hold the train for you.
Metro is the metro there. Come on!
Olha por onde anda!
Qual é o seu problema? Aquele cara tá maluco.
Alguém chama a segurança!
Oh no.
Qual é o seu problema? Aquele cara tá
Alguém chama a segurança! Ei! Olha por onde
Why?
anda!
Why, you stupid? Can you please? I lose years of my life to play this game. Okay, right back.
We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
I will. Where is it? Where do I need to plug it? Huh? Oh. She's showing me where I need to plug it?
When we thought we could be saved, we sought to face the sun's wrath and contain it. 4 towers would be built to pull her fury into this place and dispel it.
Where are those towers?
But even with all we knew, with all we had, it would take too long. 1,000 years we could labor and still the work would not be done. The first tower was never completed. The project abandoned. We moved on. But while we labored on other endeavors, a few returned. They thought to automate the process. Metal might finish what flesh could not.
Came that way. Oh, yeah. she is.
If we could not meet the sun's cruel embrace,
nice punch.
Perhaps we might rebuke it. Already we could generate the fields to protect us in times of strife. But these were small and simple things. To replicate them on a scale the size of a world. We lack the energy to make it so. Half the world, they said then. It is better than none at all. We tried. Again, we failed. A quarter, they asked. Even this we could not do. A sixth, an eighth, a tenth, they cried. The answer was still the same. Perhaps in time a city might be spared. But it was time we did not have. So we moved on.
Wonder what's inside.
Let's check it.
Only one way to find out.
Okay. Oh. Something open there. There she is. How do I get there? Maybe through that door.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the thread away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
What?
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward, And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we wanted to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking. And instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
What was that voice?
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Where now? How do I get there? I need to go up one more level. Nope. Nope. Is this the way? I need to jump there. Oh. Okay. No. I'm completely lost. But at least I know I've never been here, so oh, I got it. Don't ask me why. Oh.
stories the temple will tell me today.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation? I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
Okay. Find the key. Maybe I don't have the key yet. And then I need to go there. Okay. Let's go back to Connor.
Oh, look at that. I found a third power source.
Yeah.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
To bring problems.
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Winter approaches. The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor!
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
True.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it. Ha!
And we will continue this adventure in the next video. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.